Hello and welcome. My name is Jason Lewandowski. I'm with geltechnology.com. Today we're going to cover a quick tutorial on setting up your Microsoft Outlook to connect to Godaddy email servers. Uh, First thing you're going to want to do is GoDaddy has a web interface to get at your email boxes. Um, to get to this web interface, we're typically going to type in webmail, webmail dot your domain name. So if it's xyz.com, if it's whatever it might be. So you're going to type your domain in. For this example, I'm going to use my domain. So I'm going to type in geltechnology.com. Okay. Um, in the email I sent you, I sent you your email accounts along with the initial password. The real point here is to show you the web interface, what it looks like briefly, and then to primarily change your password. The password you set here in the web interface is also the same password you will use to set up Outlook. So go ahead and type in your email address, which I sent you, and type in your initial password. So I'm going to type in mine. Okay. Main interest here is to change the password. We can find that under Settings, Personal Settings. And here you'll see a password tab. On this tab, you have a form where you can enter your initial password along with your new password. Make it something decently complex so your email is not easily broken into. After you select a new password, go ahead and select OK. Um, One thing you'll want to do is go ahead and log out, give it about a minute or so, and then make sure you can log in with your new password. Briefly before I get out of here, let's go back to my email box. Um, One of the main defaults when we begin setting up Outlook, we'll see that when Outlook goes and it logs into your GoDaddy email box, when it downloads your email, it's going to delete the email from the server. Um, might not be a good action if you happen to be on the road a lot and you really utilize this web interface. This web interface is great if you're away from your PC and you have access to a computer with a browser. You can easily get on your email account. Um, but I will show you that there is a default inside of Outlook that we'll want to look at to actually maintain a copy. So I'll always have a copy here on my webmail box. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and bring up my Outlook. Um, by default, when you first fire up Outlook, it's going to start you through the new account wizard. Since I've already used Outlook a few times, I can get to this account settings by going up to Tools, Account Settings. We're going to dive straight in here and create a new account. So click New. We're going to choose POP3. And we're going to go ahead and begin typing your name. So this is going to be the name displayed when somebody receives an email from you. You can put your email address there if you want, but normally you're going to put your name how it should normally be displayed. Next step is type in your email address. So whatever your email address is that you use to log in to your webmail interface, it's going to be the same here. So I'm going to type in my test account.com and I'm going to type in my password. Oops. Okay. And one of the benefits of GoDaddy email is the ability to actually secure the connection between your local PC and the server. Um, Normal email protocols, the protocols have been around since way before the internet was even really formed. Let's put it the HTML. Because of that, it's an older protocol. Our passwords travel clear text. So what we're going to want to do is secure it. So we're going to select manually configure server settings. Okay, click next. Internet email, that is fine. Click next. And then you're going to see some of the information here from the previous page. We're going to fill in our name. That's fine. Email address is fine. Account type. Normally, we're going to use a POP3. GoDaddy also has the ability to do IMAP. It's an additional cost service. It gives you more of a replicated type of feel to your email. We're going to use POP3. Incoming server. This is an important point. Incoming server for GoDaddy is pop.secureserver.net. Outgoing email is going to be smtpout.secureserver.net. Okay, make sure I got everything spelled correctly here. All right. Username. In the old days, we used to be able to relay emails off of email servers anywhere. These days, most email servers you must authenticate with. So we're going to type in our same login, which we use to access our web email. So in my case, I'm going to use my test account. Type in my password. You're going to want to tell Outlook to remember your password. Otherwise, every time you check your email, you're going to have to type in your password. Before we hit next, we're going to go to more settings. Okay. Nothing really to change here in the general tab. Outgoing tab, however, we're going to want to check my outgoing server. SMTP requires authentication. And we're going to leave it as it's set here. Use the same setting as my incoming mail. So that's fine there. Connection, nothing to change. In advanced, because we're going to be using secured traffic. This secure traffic travels over different ports. For GoDaddy, the incoming POP3 secure port is going to be port 995. We're going to say this server requires an encrypted SSL connection. That's fine. The outgoing mail server, instead of the default port 25, we're going to use port 465. Okay, use the following encryption connection. We're going to select SSL. Okay, quite a few settings there, but it's all worthwhile because it does protect our transmission between the two servers. Okay, click OK. We can go ahead now and test our account. Now, hopefully here we're going to see green check marks. Basically, what it's doing is using the account I just created to send a message to itself. Okay, we can see here no errors. I hit close, I hit next, and I click finish. Now before we move on here, you're going to see I have a number of accounts, and this might be typical of you. The great power of Outlook is the ability to consolidate accounts. You might have 100 accounts at 100 different servers all over the world. Part of the benefit here is to consolidate all that information into one spot. But the one thing you must do, you must tell Outlook which one of these accounts is your default. When you fire up Outlook and you go in and you hit new email, what account is it using by default? So you're going to need to choose one of these to be your default. The next thing you're going to want to look at is by default, all of your email accounts that you create go directly into your inbox. This may or may not be a good thing for you. For me, I like to add more organization. So I'm going to go ahead and click my test account and go ahead and click change folder. I'm going to expand out my personal folders, click on personal folders on the root, and I'm going to go to new folder, and I'm going to say this is going to be my test account. So now any emails that come in from my test account will now go into this test account folder. So it gives me a little bit better organization. I go ahead and I select send and receive. Okay, and then I go over here to my test account, and you can see that I've now got the test message that was sent. If you have any questions about this video, please go to my website and go to my contact page. Thank you very much.